Good morning, everyone. Coming to you live this morning from the sharpening bus, which is also a mobile showroom. Today we have tons and tons and tons of grooming supplies on board. But today I'm out in Dothan, Alabama doing some sharpening, and I was met at the door by a groomer who bought a couple pairs of our Bulldog scissors, and she's having problems with them not closing. And I looked at them and said, well, they're full of nicks. There's probably 10 or 12 nicks in the blade. She said, well, where do those nicks come from? Well, I didn't drop them. You don't have to drop your scissors to get nicks in them. That's not always the case. The biggest culprit with nicks in your blades are you're catching a toenail or you're catching a piece of dirt. You can bathe a dog 1,000 times and you still can't get all the sand out. They have a tendency to roll around in the dirt and the mud and the sand and everything else. So anyway, we bought these sharpening stones here, which basically it's a nice finishing stone, and it helps if you do have nicks in your blades. You'll find that most of you sharpeners out there use something similar to these as well. So anyway, if you open up your scissors and look at this line here, the silver line is called a ride line. Hopefully your scissors have that. Some sharpeners out there put ride lines on them like they're supposed to be. Some don't bother with it because groomers don't know what they're for. A good sharpener knows exactly what they're for. So anyway, when you look down the barrel of the scissor itself and you look at that ride line, and especially if it's bright light, you'll see tiny little nicks. They'll show up as stars. They're easy to see. Or you can open and close them and you'll feel click, 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 click all up and down your blade. So if that's the case, go on our website, www.discountedgroomersupplies.com, and buy one of our whetstones. When the right, proper way to use these whetstones is you want to hold the whetstone in your right hand, left hand, whatever you are. You want to turn the blade upside down, the scissor, so that the ride line is exposed. You want to take your whetstone. You want to make sure that it's sitting flat on the scissor against the ride line, and you want to work back and forth. And you'll feel those nicks. They'll be click, 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 click as you go up and down the blade. But make sure that you don't roll back and forth, because if you roll back and forth, you'll destroy the edge on the scissor. So just gently back and forth. And there's nicks probably on both sides of the scissor. So once you do that side, you want to turn it over and you want to do the opposite side. And I can hear click, 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 click. Now that click, click, click is gone. This also polishes your edges and keeps your edges nice and sharp, so that when the sharpener comes back on the follow-up visit, he can resharpen them, realign them, set the balance, and you're back on the road. And that's it. Thanks for watching.